Hey, all right. Enough of that. Wipe them down real.
Know what that means?
Welcome, folks.
Welcome.
Tonight to yet another. Been a while too. Exciting episode of the Tretch.
And Romeo News Podcast.
Hey, brown chicken, brown cow.
I'm backwards. Yeah, that's better.
Oh dang, yeah, sounds good. Sounds great.
I gotta fix it. Sorry. I thought this was thought I did this.
It says nice sock you got on there though. Is that like blue shit on there? Is that a blue shit or blue ice cream?
It's rainbow shit.
It's rain. Wow, even better.
Yeah. It was funny because my niece was like, "You ever gonna give me my sock back?" I was like, "No." You got another one, you be alright.
You know, I never thought about that actually.
What?
Just using the sock as like a over mic filter. That's actually that's really dope in the fix. I mean, hey, but in the fix, man, it is what it is, man.
It's effective.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it's better than paying like the $20 for the phone that's how you put over it.
Exactly.
That's just regular styrofoam. So hell yeah, that's definitely a good way to go there.
What?
I might be doing.
Well, you know me a long time. You know I've been doing this. Been doing this since it could be done. Sometimes I think to myself, I don't take enough pride in my accomplishments. And I don't. I know that, but I don't want to. But what I think I should do though is I should definitely claim them shits. At least claim them shits.
Well, definitely. I mean, if not at least publicly, at least to yourself in your mind. I mean, when you run away from those things, man, essentially, you're.
Well, it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget. Like, a lifetime is a long motherfucking time, nigga. You remember what you was doing last year at this time?
Yeah, something very similar.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. I actually, I found my notes. So let me see. So, around last year at this time, it was a panic pod. And B, real injury concerns. The Eagles hit reset. We basically just started giving up around this time last year. Or actually, we were still winning games, but B was winning ugly as shit, and we was like, wow, we shouldn't have won that game. We had no business winning that game.
Wow, how the tables have turned.
Right.
It's funny how things are very different, but still very much the same at the same time too. That's just
surviving Puff became an idea that was floated out there. It hadn't been produced yet, but it was an idea that was floated out there. Joe had just decided that he wanted to play after the Denver criticism and that Golden State Warriors game that meant nothing. So we were actually accusing the Sixers of having walked into an organizational failure and making that one decision. And then we started talking about trade prospects. And we asked ourselves if we had seen the best of Joe.
Well, didn't want to start here, but I guess we have no choice, right?
Hey, what's in the name?
I mean, I don't know. The niggas went from no nut November to no win November, man. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, man. So have we seen the best of Joe?
This is all last year's topics. It's funny.
I know. But honestly, it's funny, man, because to a different degree, I think it's been yet to be seen. Despite how bad this season's been from a basketball standpoint and winning games, as far as the media game, the fucking Sixers have been fucking doing their thing, Like, we put it up, man. You know what I mean? It started with like Embiid with the statements of the not playing back-to-backs, the criticism that started there, and that prompted Marcus Spears to come out of his mouth with that bullshit. Well, sorry, Marcus Hayes. come
which
out of his
prompted
mouth.
Embiid to come out of his arsenal up against Marcus Hayes' chest.
It was his shoulder. It was his shoulder. It was his shoulder. It was
But when you
confirmed.
get when you get shoved by a 7'2" nigga, it seemed like a shoulder, but it really be your ear. Like, you know what I'm saying? It really be the corner of your head. Little
So,
motherfucker.
so that prompted the suspension, which in turn went and prompted,
Which gave what's the name? Which gave Maxey a chance to get injured.
yeah. So Maxey gets hurt, Paul George gets hurt, and then he comes back, forces himself back in a
Paul,
loss to Memphis with
Paul,
nobody.
you talking about Paul?
Well,
Or you talking
nah,
about Joe?
Joe, yeah.
Yeah, Joe forces himself back in a loss to Memphis with nobody. Niggas even felt he might have re-aggravated some shit because of how poorly he played. He got he got to the line no times, bro. For the first time since his rookie year.
But he still had like 35 points though.
No. You thinking about the game. You thinking about the game after that. The game where he had 35 points was his second game when he came back. Like, he came back and then he took 2 games off of that, remember? He came back
Yeah.
one game, played like complete trash, right?
I
And
mean,
then
he's
he
only
took a
had
game
one good
off after
game all
that.
season.
That's what I'm
he's only had
saying.
one good game, yeah.
But he only really actually played, what, 3 games, 4 games?
God knows.
I think it's
see
like
here.
I think he only played 4 games tops, bro. So that's what I'm saying. He came back, he had that one trash ass game. So you gonna pull up the schedule or should I?
I'm pulling up the stats or whatever here for these guys. It's a scary, man. It's a scary hours here. Because man, uh this might actually be a panic pot on the low. So this might be. All right, so going through the stats here. How many games did Joel play so far this season? 4 games.
4 games, right? He played against. All right, what the fuck? What season am I looking at? I don't even know what season I'm looking at. All right, so he played in the most. What the fuck? Never mind. I'm sorry. I can't see this shit. I don't know how to read stats, bro.
All right, so just
There's too much information in front of me right now, bro.
All right, so just through 4 games, just to give it some context, my man's averaging 20 points, 19.8, 7.5 rebounds, shooting 40% from the field, 3.5 assists, and essentially he's just like a net minus 31 on the floor, which is disgusting. That just means you should not be fucking playing. But
Indeed.
so that's all there really is to it right there.
But
So,
a lot of people realize, and we've been dealing with this nigga coming back for a long time. He always has to play in the shape. He always comes back slow.
yeah, I mean, the only issue is that, man, it's just this feels a little different this time. I'll be honest. It feels very different. I feel like he's this might not be a little bit. This might be a little more than just playing in the shape, man. I wonder if like these injuries, like like this accumulated injury over time, has just started to actually stick a little bit. Because, I mean, he lost weight, which we've been asking him to do for like the past 3-4 seasons. So
Yeah.
in the one season he decides to come back and lose weight, coming off an injury, he actually looks worse than he did when he was fat and he had a bad knee. So, it's just concerning, one way or another here. But
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing about is he past this shit? Like, is he done? Like, is this the straw that breaks the camel's back? Will he ever perform at the level again that he performed previously?
and I guess that's the main question. I mean, you let
And
the
I've listened to a lot of the pundits talking shit, and those niggas, they feel like he will always have the ability to score because he's like money from 15 to 18. But, and he's just, a heady player, like he's always going to grift. But it's the rebounding and the defense that's really, really falling off more than
yeah,
anything.
and that's the crazy thing. I mean, like, do you really want a 7-foot shooting guard? You know what I
I
mean?
mean, that's
So
what he's working himself into. That's what he's turning himself into.
we here live. Paul Williams was popping. Shouted you out, Romeo.
What up? What up? What up, Paul? Welcome to the live.
Welcome, welcome. My man said, he said, let's trade this dude while we can get something for him. See, Paul, that's the problem right now. We're not gonna get shit for that nigga right now, man.
Yeah, we won't get very much at all right now for him.
And we just extended him for another 3 seasons at like the super duper max. So
that actually means we can't legally trade him until the off season because we just extended him. So yeah. So the only real hope as far as like, all right. Let's try to put this in perspective, okay? We are 2-12. The odds of a team even making a 10 seed with that record aren't so bad. We can win 35 games. We can win 38 games and we can make it to a 10 seed. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if y'all look at the East right now, but ain't nobody playing real good. I don't know if y'all noticed. But yeah, so I think we will make a 10 seed and we will be a problem as a 10 seed. But what 10 seed is making it to the chip, right? What 10 seed is making it to the chip? That's the real question. Are we going to make it past the second round of the playoffs this year? And if we're not going to make it past the second round of the playoffs this year, should Joel just stop playing right now?
I mean,
what's the biggest priority? Are we trying to secure our future? Are we trying to keep him healthy for a future that we're attempting to secure? Or are we just trying to make as far of a run this year as we can make, assuming that this is a real tight window of his peak that we are in?
I mean, I think you got to play to win. I mean, you can't. Whoa, yeah, like you're not gonna be able to expect to like get any there's only really so much we can do for this season. I mean, I know we do have our pick, but I think our pick is like, was it like top 6 protected? So it would be very salty if we actually tanked away the season just for the lottery odds to screw us over and like we not even get that pick. You know what I mean? So, you got to win. You got to play to win. You got to win out, man. You already made all these moves. You didn't trade all these niggas. You cleared out all the cap space. You practically blew up the team just to rebuild it. So you got to play to win. You know what I mean? So you got to do that, man. So
okay, what about protecting him in any sense? Like, should we be having him out there the way he's looking right now? Should we? I don't know. I heard Bull say bench him. Oh wait, we actually forgot the ongoing drama of the narration. So they lose that game in Miami by like 25.
There we go, the Miami game there. It was Miami, then it was Memphis. There we go.
So they lose the game in Miami by like 25. And then they lose the Memphis game with Joel getting 35, but throwing the ball away at the last 2 minutes, crunch time, throwing the ball away. We was down by like 2, I believe, when he did that. So they called the team meeting after one of these games. I forget which game it was. And then at the team meeting, which was like an hour long, Nick came right out and was just like, yeah, I'm sorry. For the media availability, he came out and was like, yeah, I'm sorry we took so long, but we had a meeting, and I'm not willing to discuss any of the details of that meeting. But we could talk about the game. So that made everything blow up, and then within like an hour, Shams and ESPN is tweeting that Joel was called out by Tyrese Maxey at the meeting for being late to, quote, everything. And then that created a whole lot of other criticism with, well, who leaked it? Because obviously this team doesn't have any real, what do you call it? No loyalty. If they're leaking, they don't have any of that good stuff that teams should really have, because somebody's leaking the stuff. But then also, like, they're calling a team meeting. Who on that team can hold Joel accountable? So then they start talking about the narrative of, well, he's a leader by example, but he's not a vocal leader. He actually is off by himself most of the time. Some people say he doesn't even participate in most team things. If he does, he's off like standing to the side with his headphones on and all of that stuff. So then it came into question his body language and his actual motivation. When he's doing great, he looks great. His face looks great. He's dancing around. We love it. When he's not doing great, he looks awful. His face looks awful. His body language is awful. We hate it.
Nah, that's problematic. I mean, that's like, I mean, I'm happy they finally called that out. I mean, that's something that should have probably been called out
Kyle
way sooner.
Lowry was the one who called the meeting, which I also find kind of crazy because, bro, you just got here. You know what I mean?
I mean, hey, but he's goated.
Everybody just got here.
I mean, Kyle, he's qualified to do it. At least he got a chip. I think he's the only one on the roster that got one. So
yeah, he got a chip.
You
he
got a
also
chip.
knows how to play under Nick's system, whatever that is.
I know, right? Because this ain't the Knicks system from last year. I mean, you're like,
and Nick just looked frustrated. Nick just looked so frustrated. Every post game, he don't want to answer no questions.
And we'll get there, but Nick, he's a little culpable for some of this as well too. So I mean, I dig it. You got a little musical chairs going on with your roster, but
well, you think he's on the hot seat? You think his job is on the line at any point this season?
Nah, they've already confirmed that via somebody reported that pretty much that kick myself off. Somebody pretty much confirmed that Nick and Daryl are cool. So they're good to go.
Well, I know I was saying trade Embiid for Wemby last year. That's no longer a thing. We missed that boat.
Was that even an option?
I don't know. I mean, you got to make the call and see.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, well, in all of this, there have been two things that I noticed that I've chosen to embrace, and that's one, the maturation of Maxey. He's taken on more. He's trying to put more effort into his active leadership on this team and whatever role he plays as one of the top producers. And then also our bright and shining young star, Jared McCain.
Yeah.
Breaking records left and right on their ass.
My man.
So what's the records he broke? I think it was most games to start a rookie season with 20 plus points. And I also think it was most threes in the first 15 games of the season as a rookie. He had 38 over, I think Steph was like 36 or whoever was next with 36.
Yeah, and I think he's trying to have the most threes of any rookie so far. I mean, that record is currently held by Keegan Murray right now, but I guess he's trending to actually have more. So
nice.
Something to keep in mind there. So
nice. Well, he's doing everything very well. It doesn't seem like he's doing anything unnatural. He's playing into, the system around him, but he's actually like thriving in it. Like when he get the ball, I got confidence, bro. It's kind of like early Maxey. Like when he shoot it, I be thinking it's gonna go in every time. It's crazy. Even when he attack like the paint, when he starts slashing, I'd be like, what kind of whoop-de-woo is he about to come up with right now? And then he come up with the whoop-de-woo, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the dude, he plays smart. I mean, he knows where he needs to be. He knows where his shots are. And then this motherfucker's got a mid-range too, dog. Like,
yeah, pull up.
Yeah,
like, he actually look the pull up and the fadeaway, bro. The spin move and the fadeaway, bro. The hezzy, the lean forward with the jab step, and then the fadeaway, bro. I gotta give it to him. He got a little bag, bro.
I'm looking at him like, yo, is this a rookie, dog? Like, nah, bro. You are not a rookie, dog. This ain't your first year in the league, dog. Like, I'm like, yo, he plays way too smart and way too polished,
and like also not rush, not sped up. Like he's so like in rhythm. It's crazy. Everything is so in rhythm.
He sees it, man. He plays at a different pace, man. Like, I mean, I was talking, me and Planet were talking the other day. We were just talking about like player comps. I think somebody mentioned CJ McCullough or something like that. And I was like, nah, I think he might end up being a little better than CJ McCullough, quite honestly.
Isn't CJ taller?
Nah, I'm lying. He actually compared him to Donovan Mitchell, which
he ain't no Donovan.
I'm
not saying he's not as good. I'm saying that they don't have the same game at all.
In terms of just the green light, the shooting prowess, but honestly, the thing is with him, his playmaking is a lot better.
The ball on the floor a whole lot more, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but with Jared, like he can, yeah, man. Honestly, like his scoring ability, man, that's the big thing. But his playmaking, man, that's the big thing. He's just smart and knows where to be.
Yeah, he seems to also pass the ball a little better than Maxey was passing in the beginning of his career too.
Not just a little better.
Yeah, a good bit better, man. He's got a couple of dimes that I really, really enjoyed and was like, wow. And that gravity, like the fact that he's shooting the ball that way, bro, he will have those looks. He will always have those looks. And the fact that he's shooting the ball that way will always make people play up on him. So he'll always have that drive to the rim too. It's kind of crazy. He's kind of dangerous, bro.
Kinda, he is. He's very dangerous.
Is
That's
there?
why he's ROI, man. Rookie of the year, man.
Yeah, I'm calling it now.
Calling
He the
calling it
ROI.
now.
Yeah, he
Calling
the
it now,
ROI.
dog. I don't see anybody else in this other motion. And the only other dude that had close motion, he just got hurt. So, but yeah, nah, I mean that's a bright spot. But I was definitely encouraged watching that game on Friday when they beat Brooklyn because I could see a very near future where we just have Maxey and McCain just pretty much just run it up all day every day.
Yo,
I mean,
I like it. It's just, I think, did you see? Okay, so obviously they had that little clip that went viral with Maxey and McCain post game presser, and they was asking Maxey about being a small guard, and he was like, "I don't feel like I'm small." You remember that shit, right?
yeah, it's like who's small?
He said, "Yeah, exactly." He was like, "Well, how tall are you?" He was like, "I'm taller than you." So, and it got to be Keith too. Of course, it's Keith Pompey. It's always Keith. So, anyway, a lot of people saw that, but a lot of people didn't see like the rest of it, where they asked what you guys plan on doing to like be able to contend in this league of big men with y'all not being such big men on defense. And Jared basically came in and was like, yeah, a lot of that is effort, man. So as long as we keep trying, like how we put in that effort tonight, like, then I think we can contend with anybody because a lot of people don't try. I'm not gonna say a lot of people don't try, but like not many people try as hard as we try. I
Nah,
was
not
like,
at all.
nigga, that's a great fucking answer.
Yeah,
Like, from a 21-year-old, 22-year-old mind, that is the perfect answer in my mind.
he's like that. Just effort. I mean, effort
Yeah.
goes a long way, man.
On D, 90% effort, bro. 90% try hard, bro.
So, so I guess you got those two.
And y'all, this is the city that embraced TJ McCollum, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, TJ McCullough.
Whatever his name is. I wasn't here for that. But yeah.
Yeah,
If they like him, man, they should respect that answer.
nah, don't love. I mean, honestly, he's. It's kind of funny that you mentioned that because even TJ, essentially, he reminds me a lot of TJ, but he just can shoot a lot better. Honestly,
He got
so
offense.
yeah. I mean, the only thing is TJ had better defense. He would actually come up with some steals. So once Jared gets his defense down,
Jared had
I
two
mean,
steals against the Nuts.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so yeah, all right. Well, geez, well, let's see, man. See, by the end of the season, my man might end up being an all-star. He might be an all-star.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay, well, I guess we covered Embiid. We covered the bright and shining star known as Jared McCain, J Mac. What about Paul George,
PG.
man? Are you encouraged at all about what you've been seeing from Paul? He gave us the 30-point game.
Nah, that was probably his best game. I mean, that's the thing. He had such
That
a
was
good
by
game,
far
and
his
then
best game.
Embiid had a terrible game. So it kind of
Well, that's because Paul, like, he wasn't shooting well, so he just kept shooting. Just kept fucking shooting.
yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. He's got to kind of keep shooting. I mean, the only thing is we've been having him shoot a ton of threes lately, so that's actually been something that's been a little concerning. But but we'll see. I mean, but with him, it just
You don't think that's his role? You don't think he fits as like I think he's best as a catch and shooter. I think that's his best attribute on offense. I don't necessarily
nah.
want him putting the ball on the floor and passing it. I don't want him with the ball at the top of the key and just making them fucking dumb decisions that end up with a turnover.
Nah, but that's the thing. But
Them
he's
way
he,
off
but he,
pace
but he
plays.
plays. Nah, but he plays a little smarter than that. I mean, his normal game. I mean, those way off key moments.
Do you remember earlier in the season when the young man said that I didn't know what the score was at the end of the game? You remember that?
Who said this? P.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yo, oh my goodness, bro! It was a
I
situation
didn't
where
I
we
didn't
was.
I didn't start watching until the next game. I'll be honest. So I
Oh
saw
man.
I caught the season opener. Then I caught yeah. Then I caught I've been pretty much been watching since the next game. I watched Miami. I watched the Brooklyn game. So now I feel a little bit more comfortable. Investing a little bit more time. So I'm the type of I'm the fan and the casual. The serious casual watcher that the NBA hates right now because it's fucking our ratings. But give me a fucking better product, my team, please. But now what do you say? Sorry, all right. It's about
No,
it.
no, it's cool. I'm still looking for it. I want to get the quote right.
Damn. So you say he didn't know what the score was. So everybody, J.R. Reed now. I mean, sorry, J.R. Smith now, huh? Sorry, J.R. Reed. I can't even put that in there. Put that on you. But yeah, J.R. That's still the most egregious one, though. That's still the most egregious one. But as far as
The AI overview says Paul George, a basketball player for the Philadelphia 76ers, has been known to forget the score. That's what that shit says, bro.
damn,
But anyway, I guess I do have to paraphrase. But I think this was against. Let's see. Who
damn,
was
dog,
it?
that's crazy. He says it's been known, man. That just means
I
this is a little bit more than
know.
this is more than a habit.
And
Now
that's
I
why it's
got to
not
see
easy
when
to
this
find.
happens.
That's why it's not easy to find right here.
Yeah, now I got
I
to see
think
how
okay. So
often this is happening.
So I think it was I think it might have been the Phoenix game or whatever. We was down. Remember we played that Phoenix game close. I don't know if you watched it, but we played that Phoenix game real close, bro. We was in that game, the whole fucking game. And then it came down to I think we might have been down by 3 and Paul George shot a 2. Like last possession, Paul George shot a 2. And niggas was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?" At the end of the game, he was like, "That's on me, that was just a boneheaded play. I actually didn't know what the score was." And niggas was like, "He said that, yo? He really said that?" I'm dead ass serious, bro. He said that shit. I'm gonna find it for you.
He
Even if
admitted
it
it.
ain't for this pod, I'm going to find it for you. Yeah, he admitted it. He forgot the score, bro. And I think that was his debut game. Like, what was
Yo,
you thinking about if you wasn't thinking about the game? Like,
this is some next level trolling right here, man.
who? Hey, man. That's
Nah,
Paul.
I'm saying that, but get the hell out of here. Y'all lying. I just did a quick Google on Paul George. They talking about the Lakers link the link to trade for 212 million dollar star. I don't know if that's happening yet. I don't know if we traded him quite yet. I don't know. We still got to see how
Who we gonna trade him? Who we gonna trade him for? Back for James again?
exact. Nah, they were saying Lakers. So Lakers are probably just getting breaking it down, getting like a 3-for-1 or whatever. So, but I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, because now that Jared and Maxey are coming along, I mean, if assuming that they stay healthy, they could play a little bit more consistently. Um, and Joel just sits his ass down until he feels healthy or gets healthy. Um, yeah, man, I'm comfortable with seeing how Paul George kind of ends up being in this mix, essentially being like the third option. 3 and D, elder statesman that can get that mid range. But yeah, I mean, I was saying this, all season, like, oh man, and we said it in the chat where we said that, like, yeah, he's definitely an upgrade over Tobias Harris. But you know what? Under Tobias Harris, we ain't never start no seasons like this.
Hey,
So
don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm just saying, we might need to give this
I mean, we
Tobias
are
Harris a
worse
little bit more
than Detroit.
respect. So we might need to give him a little bit more respect than we deserve. I hate to say this; it kills me to say this, but I don't know. Maybe we're missing the Tobias Harris effect right now. Maybe that's what's fucking over right now. So I
So
don't
I
know.
guess that doesn't that I put the quote in the private chat. Basically, Paul George, we was down by 1 point, right? It
That was
was
a bad
no,
evaluation.
yeah, no. So yeah, I'm sorry, we was down by 2 points. So this nigga dribbled all the clock out. Maxie was open on the wing, who was cooking the whole fourth quarter, and this nigga dribbled all the time out and then went for the 2. Niggas was like, oh, so you gonna waste all the time and then go for the tie? That's a weird strategy. All right. And then he missed the 2, so we lost, nigga. So, and what else did he say? I thought we were down 1. I thought when KD made the layup, that put them up 1. Otherwise, go for the 3 to try and win the game as opposed to going for the 2 to tie the game. So after watching it, another boneheaded play.
But he said it was a bad evaluation, though.
That's what he said.
It's a
Like a
bad
doctor.
evaluation.
Like a doctor. Like, man, I shouldn't have made that diagnosis. Like, what you mean? Did you look?
That's the thing, but they called a timeout before that play though, right? They didn't come down the court, right? Was that
Nah, they
on?
didn't call a timeout. I remember that
Okay,
specifically because I was
yeah.
pissed off at Nick for not calling a timeout and running some type of action. He just let that shit play on, man.
Yo,
But
coach
that's
has
because
been doing
Maxie
that a
was
lot
cooking.
lately, though. I mean, but that's the thing. Coach has been doing that a lot lately. They just kind of just like, nah, let's just see what happens, and it's just like, all right, dog.
Do you think that
But
might be because how early it is in the season? People don't want to tip their cards or whatever for they little last minute sets.
nah, not necessarily, because I mean, you there's more where that comes from. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and plus the set that you're gonna run game 7, 30 seconds on the clock is probably not gonna be the same set that you ran, you know, second, third week of the season. Or it might,
Yeah,
it
but
might very much,
sometimes it be like that though. You
it
watch the
might,
NFL, it be like that sometimes.
it might, but it's just but
That's
the
how N'Kobe
situation,
Dean got his interception.
but
He
the
was grinding footage.
yeah, it's true. But I mean, but the situation dictates it as well too. So I mean, even more reason why you may actually want to call the timeout so you could try out that set. Like, hey man, let's see how this works. You know what I mean? So as
Yeah, no,
opposed to
I thought it
just
was. I think there's no good reason to not prepare. If you have time to prepare and if you have the means to prepare, prepare. That's
yeah,
stupid.
just give yourself the option, man.
And trust yourself to prepare. Trust yourself to out prepare the other niggas. Like,
Yeah,
don't be like, oh, if I call a timeout, they get a timeout too, nigga. That's some bitch ass thinking. Anyway,
yeah, you
so I
play the
can't
one,
believe
man.
you made it this far through the season without knowing that Paul George in his exactly first game in Philadelphia, nigga, lost us the game because he forgot to score at the last minute. I can't believe you didn't know that, and you've
But
been judging this man like fairly.
I mean,
You've been giving
I
him too
mean,
much slack, bro. You gotta weigh that part in.
I mean, in the context of everything else going on right now, you know what I
Yeah, you gotta
mean?
weigh that in with
I
the
mean,
double hyperextended knee, the double hyperextended left knee. How you double hyperextend your left knee, bro?
well,
One would think you would need two knees.
I saw the first one. I saw the first one. I mean, you would think a nigga need at least need a knee brace, right?
You
So,
ain't see the second one?
I didn't see this. I saw the play, but
He bumped up against Dorian Finney-Smith and like
yeah,
got his shit knocked back. Pause. And what was cool about it though is the picture was in the exact same place. He was right under the basket and the same knee. Like
damn,
I got the picture. Yeah, I guess ain't no point in sharing it right now, but
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of out on Paul, man, until he proves something. I'm gonna be honest. I
I
got more
mean,
faith in Jared McCain right now than I got in Paul, and I can't say that you don't either.
definitely. I mean, well, even he said Jared McCann can't be the only consistent nigga on the team. So,
That's crazy. How could you say that? How could you say that? Given what he's doing and given what you are doing, how could you say that? That's some ballsy stuff to say, bro. Ain't that?
I mean, but hey, it's self aware. I mean, shit. I mean, he see his stat line every night. I mean, they leave a printout. They leave a printout for him on his seat in his locker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he probably has bad evaluations on those. He probably don't evaluate those really well either.
I mean,
I got 15. That's not so bad.
15, yeah, 15 or 20 shots, huh?
Oh man, you gotta read
So-
that part, Paul. 3 turnovers, 4 turnovers, Paul. So anyway,
But it's tumultuous. But you know, like
how bad? Like, when have they started this bad? As far as you watching them, because I know you was here during the process. Like, when
Yeah,
has it been this bad? Yo?
this is process bad. This is process bad, quite honestly. So, but this is
Michael
actually,
Carter Williams.
this is actually worse than process bad because process bad.
They wasn't trying to win.
We were dropping games. So like honestly, like we would be in the game until the fourth quarter and then just get it shit up. I mean, we damn near like that now, damn near though, because like we actually like our
In
losses.
the game into the third quarters.
Yeah, dog. Until like the beginning of the third quarter, because I think like our win loss margin, I think we're like negative like double digits in terms of just our margins for games and shit like that. So.
What Maxie says specifically, which also that I think that speaks to the third quarters. He was like, "Yo, this the NBA. They gonna go on runs, and like when they go on runs, we can't just be dropping our head and like letting them. We got to punch back." So that's basically what he was saying. We did in the Nets game. We was able to punch back. They went on their little run. They had their little 13-0 run or whatever. But then we came back with our little 14-0 run. So that's what needs to be. You got to make stops. You gotta catch up. You can't just be like, oh shit, we down now 10 in the second half. It's over.
Yeah, and then just fold.
Because that's what we've been doing. We've been folding in them third quarters, bro. We've been in the game all the way up until about 7 minutes into the third quarter, 8 minutes into the third quarter. Then
Like clockwork, like clockwork. It's just like they're like
yeah,
clockwork. I mean, what was a couple games ago? We were up 10 coming in the half, and then pretty much it was just like, yo, how the hell, how are we losing now?
I think that might have been the Memphis game.
I mean, we almost beat Cleveland. We were same with the Cleveland game. We
Yeah.
almost had Cleveland.
We had the Heat by like 13 or 14 in the first half, and
So
then
we
they was up by 10 by halftime.
yeah, that's the craziness. Like we start off the game pretty solid, but yeah, like you said, like usually by the middle of the third, that's when we just give it up. So we just not. I can't even say closing games. We just not finishing games. You know what I mean? So we just get in the game and kind of fizzle out. I mean, some of it I will probably attribute to like Joe being on the floor because, like you said, his body language, the way that he was playing some of the plays, his involvement in the action, and kind of he just seemed like he was getting in the way sometimes, man. So it was just like, yo, man, like, figure out what you need to figure out, man, and get it together, man. But I don't know. I'm happy. I'll definitely be watching tonight. You know what I mean? I look very forward to watching the Eminem show. We'll have to dub that.
The Eminem show.
Yeah,
I'm with that. Okay, I like that.
So
yeah, I
we're
like
gonna,
that.
we're gonna dub that. You know what I mean? The Eminem show because he lost. He gave it up this year, but
No, yeah, he's done. I think everybody knows he's done.
I mean, yeah. Listen, well, he even admitted it. He said the death of Slim Shady. Like, if you ain't Slim Shady, like, nobody want to hear no Marshall.
I think
You know what I mean?
I think one of his last albums was called "Music to Commit Suicide to" or some crazy shit like that.
That's crazy. I didn't know he did. I didn't think that was him. I knew that was somebody though.
Oh, that was him. Yeah, man. I don't know. He lost it. He can't speak to me no more. That's what I say.
Oh, that's not him. That's what? That's you, Roy Wood. You doing that? Interesting.
Who's Roy Wood?
Oh man.
Who is Roy Wood?
He's a rock artist, or older guy.
Okay, here. Music to be Murdered by. There you go. Eminem album 2020.
Oh, to be murdered by. Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry, but that's still bad.
Yeah. Unless that was meant for rappers, you know what I mean? If you murdering rappers, that's
That's
But then again,
but like
even
no,
the context of
like
that.
come on, who's still murdering rappers anymore? Like, get out of that. Like we gotta like nobody cares about this fucking hysterical miracle lyrical shit. Like really, I'm
You sure?
serious.
You sure?
Yeah, well, I know. I listen to this Kendrick guy. You want to get into that?
I mean, yeah, we can get it. Let's get to it. Let's do it.
Okay. First track, trash. Next track, trash. What's the third track called?
Oh, hold on. Let me get it for you. Trash.
Yep, it's called Trash. All right, Gen X.
See us.
Okay. Squabble Up, Trash.
Yeah. So hold on. There we go.
Featuring SZA.
There you go. I'm waiting for it. I'll wait for it. No, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it.
We can't play it.
We can only do like the first 30 seconds, and that's. I'm not ready for that attention to detail right now, to be honest. But yeah, so you gave it the whole listen through.
I listened to Peekaboo. That shit was trash. Once they all started sounding the same to me, and they became indistinguishable, I was like, yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to do this. I think I'm gonna need to consider myself.
Consider yourself. He got a line in there and says so like, instead of choosing the world, I decided to build my own. I chose me. So
yeah, that's what I had to do, man. I chose me, bro. About 9 tracks in, bro. I was on my way to work, nigga. I started thinking about like, oh, you know what? I need to be ready for what I have to go through today. Yeah, I chose me. I was not worrying about that boy and whatever the fuck he was talking about. He told me I was God. like 70 times, bro.
I deserve it all. I deserve it all.
He do
Uh,
deserve it. Whatever they get, whatever they say about him for this album, man, he deserve it all.
you deserve it all.
He deserve it all, bro. Then
I mean,
going mention the GOAT. Like, why you gonna bring the GOAT name up, bro? Seen that shit?
I mean, he said he actually strangled a goat. Then he asked the nigga, "Oh yeah, what make you think you deserve to be the goat?" It's just, this is a funny album. I will say that. I will say that.
He on his witchcraft shit, man.
He's on some different shit. He's on some different shit. I mean, you let him tell it, man. You know, this is a Christian album. But
No, this is a God album for him.
so
All right, so like any highlights? Like, what's the next single or any of this shit good to you?
well, that's the thing. Yeah. So just listen to it. Less critically, more objectively, right?
The one John, no, the one John sound just like fucking
Not like us. Yeah. TV off.
yeah.
I mean, it's the same vibe, same, you know what I mean, same everything. I mean, the same producer and everything like that too. So it's a B-side, it's a companion track. So
Well, no, to be honest, like same producers on everything.
yep.
Same producers on everything.
Which I'm cool with. You know what I mean? Continuity of sound and stuff like that. I mean, essentially you guys all got together to kind of build a piece, you know what I mean? And I can appreciate that. I mean, I listen to this album and I feel like I kind of know he's not done. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to end up dropping like, I wouldn't be surprised if he drops probably like 3 or 4 of these over the course of like the next month or so in the lead up to the Super Bowl. But I definitely don't hear anything that has like any like crazy like single, you know, material ability or whatever. You know what I mean? I do like the John Dodger Blue though. That John is just a really cool and vibey. That's just something I could just kind of just so shit you kind of just like, you know, clean, chill around the crib and shit like that. You know what I mean? But I think it's a little bit more of the production. But I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of just the victory lap for him, right? I mean, essentially, like, you know, what's this John called? GNX. I still don't know what he's saying here. I mean, is the car that he's like riding, is that called a GNX? Is that what that is there? Yeah, see, that's
This shit don't do it for me, bro. None of that. These beats is ass. Like his flows is just like I don't care. I really don't give a fuck, bro. Like he sound like Eminem to me now. Like you trying so hard. Why you keep trying so hard, bro? Just make a fucking tune, bro, that we can all sing and like. Ain't that what it's supposed to be about? Like we supposed to all want to sing this shit and like it. Like make a tune, cuz.
I don't know.
Tune, man.
It's about letting the party die, man. I guess that's the thing. It's
the
supposed
only
to be like
dance you could do to any of these songs is Crip Walk, bro.
That's all. That's all I got for him. That's all I got for him.
That's all he got. He was like, man, I'm doing this one for the A.
For the A. I mean, yeah, it sound more like the Bay.
The Bay, yeah, whatever.
For the Bay. I mean, but that's the thing. That's what it's reminded me of, like a whole album of like hyphy. Like he leaned in heavy on that, which I never was really big on hyphy music.
That shit ain't even work for E40, bro. Why would you do it, bro? 2024, trying to bring back some unsuccessful old shit.
Tell me when to go.
Yeah, like no, who made a whole hyphy album? Who out here made a whole hyphy album?
Shouts out to Keek the Sneak. Shouts out to Keek the Sneak, man.
I remember Keek the Sneak when I was in fucking when I was in high school. I ain't like that nigga either. But
Kendrick gave us a whole album of the Keek the Sneak.
He gave us a Keek the Sneak. Yo, that's crazy. How you going to destroy the biggest rapper in the world and then come up with a Keek the Sneak classic? That's fucking crazy, bro.
That's disrespectful, yo.
That is disrespectful a little bit. They don't care about us, bro.
I mean, to Drake's credit, man, Drake hit you with 4 or 5 different producers. He give you some R&B joints. He give you a couple thoughtful joints. He give you like,
Drake music fire, bro. He got his ass bust. That's all.
So
I mean, oh my goodness.
Listen,
meanwhile, Kendrick got niggas like Lefty Gunplay on his shit. Like, yeah, need to give y'all the talents of Lefty Gunplay.
And then he didn't bring anybody off of fucking Black Hippie but then proceeds to
Nah,
actually
SZA
make the
on
heart.
here.
I mean, that's not Black Hippie. That's TDE family.
Oh, okay.
So, but Black Hippie, you know what I mean?
My bad.
Schoolboy
My
Q
bad.
and Ab Soul.
My bad.
But then didn't bring nobody from the
What about
squad, but a
J
whole
Rock?
bunch of. But
He on Black Hippie?
yeah, him too.
Yeah.
So proceeds to not invite anybody from the squad onto the album, but then uses the Heart Part 6, which is the Drake track, to talk about how him and Black Hippie broke up and how his success kind of changed him and made him not, you know what I mean, want to be with the crew no more. I'm like, bro, you all right, man. You're doing too much, man. You're doing too much. I see how you're trying to take that and make that into something and everything like that, but I feel like he, for one point, like as a guy that's not too bothered, I feel like he's listening to the internet just a little too much. But he gave people what he wanted to, so he didn't give us what we wanted. He gave us what he wanted, and I don't know. Credit to him for that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we need to want it and like it. So,
Did you see that his homie had got caught up on one of those meeting with a minor videos?
I saw that.
Do you think he dropped the album like the same or very next day? Had anything to do with that?
I mean, it could be part of the pressure he's been getting. I mean, that compounded with other things, like
you just try to as they do in the media, put some distractions out. This album
maybe
is just a distraction, and he gonna drop the real album soon. Maybe.
we hope so.
I mean, I don't. I'm out. I'm done.
For the Ken folks' sake, hopefully.
Yo, damn, that was the last shit. Honestly, let's be real.
Damn,
I've been out since Damn.
Yeah, because Mr. Morale and the Steppers. Mr. Morale and the Steppers was all right. I appreciated it, what he tried to do, but he didn't really quite stick the landing. But yeah, Dan was the real last one. I mean, if you want to give him the Black Panther soundtrack, because he executive produced it, but this, you know what I mean? So
that's not in my fucking heavy rotation either. But yeah,
it's a couple tracks on that one. But the only thing is like the two, three biggest songs aren't his though. But the one with SZA though is fire. But yeah, I mean, this could try to kind of distract from that, but it could also, I mean, that could be unfortunate as well too, because you drop an album. Why are you dropping an album and covering up some shit for a nigga that niggas don't even know?
Because the same shit that you just accused that boy of, somebody in your squad just got caught for like red-handed, and sat there on the tape and said, "Look, man, I'm down bad. That's why they got me on this video like this, man. Let this be a lesson to y'all, man."
Oh, so this. I mean, but that's even more hypocritical. So you really gonna, you know? Nah, you gotta.
He did that. He said
so,
that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. So I hope that's not the case. But hey, you never know these days. I mean, but also he was also catching flack as well too, because you know, I guess this whole idea of being like the savior of the West Coast, you know, and every album, all the niggas that popped up at the pop-up with him, the niggas that produced the album, and niggas that he worked with previously, they all dropped albums this year, and everybody went wood. Pause. Like, Ab-Soul dropped the album, had 5K on his first week debut and shit. Just nothing. Mustard had an album. Mustard made Not Like Us, produced the track. Motherfucker had 20K his first week. So,
I mean, who's buying albums, man?
I mean, but this is calculating streams, but this is calculating streams too. I mean, so it's translating. It's just that,
yeah. But it's like no. The reason I said that is because like who's selling albums? Like it's like Drake, it's like Playboy Cardi, and it's like XXX Tentacion.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing. But with Kendrick, with the hype coming out of the battle, you know, you up there standing with everybody on the West Coast, kind of like, you know, if you're gonna take the crown. The guys that wear the crown are usually like, you know, they're featuring, they're doing stuff, they're sharing it.
So you think he poorly executed the West Coast takeover that he had the potential to kind of garner?
No, he's executing what he needs for him, not necessarily for the West Coast though. You know what I mean?
He getting his Black Power Hebrew 5% shit on.
So
that shit on.
So he's doing his for him. So. For who, for what? For, you know what I mean? For me, for him, for Kendrick Lamar.
Word.
Not necessarily the whole West Coast. So, but I think that's some of it there. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's so much more that can happen in the lead up to what the Super Bowl, I guess, whatever. But I mean, the only other thing I can see kind of coming out of this is, like this is a cool art piece. He has some decent songs on this here, but it doesn't necessarily quite move the needle. This ain't the
Yeah,
album of the
no.
year for me.
I don't think I don't
I
think
still
none of
think,
these Jones gonna be on the Super Bowl.
nah, that you probably have one or two. The squabble up job. The only thing with squabble up though is that he ain't dropped the hook to the end of the song. I'm like, damn, dog, this probably was the bop here, but you ain't even give us that. You gave us like 30 seconds of that.
He used
But
that as like a runway from They Not Like Us to kind of just transition into what this vibe of this album was. Like I feel like that was like, all right, y'all wanted that? Okay, here you go. All right, now here we are now. This is what we're gonna be talking about on this album. You know what I mean? Like I think that was his real overall purpose in making that shit like that so short, waiting for the end to actually drop the hook. Cause it was like, damn, we want to dance. We want to dance. Kendrick, you gonna let us dance, Kendrick? Wait.
he's like, nah. He's like, nah.
Wait.
My niggas don't dance. We just pull up our pants.
Do the crip walk.
Not even do that. So.
Hey man, all right. No disrespect, man. I want to apologize to Lefty Gunplay and all the rest of y'all. So, I got a question for you, bro.
Yes.
This is a real question. This is
Okay.
replacing the wire, so I want you to get your thinking cap on and stuff. You're going to be grouped up with like 100 random humans, right?
Okay.
And if you're better than all of them at any one thing, you'll win $1 billion. So what one thing are you going to choose?
It's a very good question.
Well,
Bar anything X-rated.
yes.
Now
Let's
what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
No, nothing. I was gonna fill in dead space.
There's probably gonna be a combination between like patience or like a very minute skill. Shit, 100 niggas in a
So
room.
you gonna do some David Blaine shit?
Yeah,
You gonna be
dog.
locked in a block of ice for 73 hours with no water?
I can do that. I can handle that.
You gonna be forced to sit in the desert buried in sand for 35 days?
I mean, it's gonna probably be longer than that.
It's gonna have to be.
It's gonna definitely be longer than that.
It's gonna have to be.
Started at 35 days. Motherfucker made it to 2 million days. He still ain't come out yet. But
Yeah. Nigga body's jelly. All right. Okay.
All right, man.
Patience or some type of minute skill. What
right.
minute skill are you thinking?
I don't know. I'd probably say like I got like really good recall abilities. So I think I'd probably have to do some stuff like that. Like
So
being able
memory
to
tricks.
like being able to recall like certain basketball plays or like certain musical lyrics and some shit like that. Like those things I think would probably that'd be like in my wheelhouse, just off the bat, you know.
You know what's funny to me? This is some shit. I'm being serious right now. 100 people ain't that much, bro. Like you got the odds in pretty much whatever you do. If you really think about it, like 100 people ain't that much. Because I just thought about it. I'm like, I'd probably take them niggas to a free throw shooting contest real quick. Because I know I'm hitting 10 out of 10, bro.
10 out of 10?
What, no clock? I know I'm hitting 10 out of 10. Absolutely.
No clock. Nah. Good.
I mean,
Nah.
when I say no clock, I mean like, because I be doing the Jones on the, I be putting up, trying to see how many I could put up in like 20 seconds, 30 seconds type shit.
Yeah.
So if I just sit there and relax, I'm making 10 out of 10.
Nah, I was just at the court a couple weeks ago. I definitely made 10 out of fucking 18. so
you shooting Ben Simmons numbers. Hey, that's still pro shit right there.
At the line.
That's still professional shit right there. You made 100 million, 180 million off of that.
Nah, but
65% career high.
But maybe a different one though. Probably distance running. That's probably another one I got on there.
You think you could take 100 niggas in distance running? Like if you did just a run tomorrow with
who could run the farthest?
Who could run the furthest?
Yeah,
you could do it.
Probably.
Over 100 people.
100 people. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
I think so. I mean, granted, not these past 2 weeks. I've been going to these run groups and these run meetings, but even in that, I think I'm still in the top 10% now. So you know what I mean? Like
So
I'm
with some
there.
training, you could probably be that ball.
I mean,
Are you
I'm training.
competitive, yo? Are you like a competitive ball?
I don't race, but I go to races. I'm not like I know when I go to these races and I
What
do
about
like
just like in
martial running some of
life?
these
Like, do
things.
you like what about in life? Like, do you write your name down faster than other people? Like when y'all doing it next to each other? Like, are you when you standing on the bus stop, do you go in first? Like, what do you do? Are
Nah,
you competitive?
I'm a gentleman. I let the women go in.
Okay.
But now I'm competitive. I'm
What about when
competitive.
you walk into a restaurant? Like, do you be like
I'm gonna
do
get
you
this
do
table
you
first.
yeah, like do you when you see somebody and you lock eyes with them and you can tell y'all headed toward the same direction, do you walk a little faster? Do you be like, fuck that, fuck courtesy, I'm taking it.
Not that type of competitive. Nah.
You're not
Uh,
that type of
I,
competitive.
nah. I don't find things like It's more contextual.
What about
Like
at your job? Do you compete with people at your job, like the people who have your same role? Do you look at what you do and look at what they do and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be better than that?
see that context. Yeah, definitely like that. You know what I mean? So kind of clear parameters and stuff like that. Oh, this store think they doing this better than us. Oh, nah, we got that. Nah, that's cool. Hold on, they ain't doing that like that. Nah, it's cool. We
Y'all
got
be
that.
playing
You know what I
Kendrick in
mean?
the lobby. They not like us. They not like us.
You know what I mean? So it's so good. You know what I mean? They whack out my mural every day, man. They always try to whack out my mural, man. So
Yeah, that's how it is. They hate on you when you doing good.
yeah, I mean,
So yeah, you will run. That's crazy.
you know what they say? You do what you want when you popping. You know what I mean? So well, that's not good because that's why Joel be showing the fucking practices late. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that, folks.
Yeah,
Work
no,
hard.
be a professional.
Be a professional.
Like Kobe. Do it for Kobe, guys. I told you about that one day. I was shooting hoops in Fillmore, and this chick walked by in the balcony section.
And Fillmore, that's dope.
Yeah, because it was like between concerts and shit. So niggas set up the little basketball court or whatever. So I'm shooting hoops in Fillmore or whatever. I'm just putting up shots. And this girl's walking through the balcony and I miss one. And she's like, "Aw." And then I go grab my rebound or whatever. She's like, "Try again." Like as if I was going to give up, right? Because I missed one. She's like, "It's okay, try again." I'm like, "All right." So I go to try
You,
again. She's
you
like, "Do it
obviously
for
don't know how this works.
I know she don't. She's like, "Do it for Kobe."
What the?
I'm dead ass
Nah,
serious, bro.
yeah, that con.
And I made
Yeah.
it. You know I made it.
Well, you had to do it. You had to make it for Kobe. I hope you yelled Kobe after you did it too.
Kobe.
Kobe. I mean, so,
Right off my fingers. Kobe. Off the fingertips, bro.
so,
Dog. So yeah, niggas is funny. I definitely could have shot and made more free throws than people like her. Anybody. Just have meeting people like her, I know I can make more free throws than most people. 100
man,
motherfuckers off the street.
man, you got me
Yeah.
interested, man.
A lot of
Now,
niggas can't even hit a hoop, bro. They want a lot of niggas be missing the whole hoop, bro.
nah, that's it. You got at least hit rum. You got at least hit rum. I
A
mean,
lot of people don't play basketball, bro. We're two black men. We need to look beyond ourselves.
that's the thing that gets me though. More people than I expect actually play ball than I expect. But even this
Yeah,
is
but
true.
that's true. But that's a culture though. Like that's that hoop is life culture. Like them niggas is they different.
Yeah, I mean, I got some Asian boys, man. They really get down.
Dog.
so
Yeah,
like
show
they
me.
really
Yeah,
really.
but show me a Bangladeshi though. Show me a Bangladeshi that'll bust your ass.
Yo, you got banged on by a Bangladeshi.
Ah,
So
yeah, you the Bangladeshi banger.
oddly enough, I didn't know one.
You serious?
He wasn't like a hooper, but he did hoop though. He did hoop. I know him back in college actually. Uh, interesting cat. Shouts out the Monty. Shorten up his name. Shit. So
Yeah, that joint probably had like 7 syllables.
now I'm holding it now. Now I gotta hold it. Yeah,
Demonte
what's up, man?
Bashna.
What's up, man? What's up, man? When the Zesty Sunday boys, man, about to play ball. You know what I mean? Out here.
Who you talking to?
Y'all.
Nigga, first off, I am in this room by myself. Secondly, I ain't no Zesty Sunday, but bro, I did not make it to Zesty Sunday. If you remember correctly, I was doing no zesting on Sunday.
You came at the very end.
I did not zest on Sunday. Nah, nigga, first off, I think Zesty Sunday was I think that was a tradition and a practice that was started in your home in your cozy little residence, and I think that I was there to catch the aftermath of it. I was there to pick up the pieces, namely him. Him. Yeah, that nigga was in pieces by the time I got there, bro. That
Pronounce
nigga needed to be reassembled like Humpty Dumpty, bro. That nigga was introducing me to people multiple times, like the same nigga, bro. That shit was so embarrassing, man.
Nah, that's how you know somebody gone though.
Yeah, I mean that's one way to know. The other way to know is that empty ass look in their eyes when you're talking to them,
Yeah. Well,
or listening to them.
I mean, but they say is the big thing. Like whenever somebody's like blacked out, essentially just ask them the same question, same exact question, like 2 minutes apart, and they don't remember you asking them that same exact question before. Yeah, they're not there. They just on autopilot and shit. So
Yeah, this nigga kept telling me he was hungry with food in his hands. That right there was enough of an indication for me.
like, dog, I'm hungry.
And
Yeah,
then
you
he
got
looked down and go, "Where the food come from? Where does food come from?" Like, nigga, you about to do this again in another minute.
like, yo, eat. Hopefully, if you end up being hungry while you eat, it might actually it might it might sit.
Nah,
Oh
man.
man,
It's all right, man. Man, it's cool.
yeah.
So
I'm
you think,
sorry.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry it came to that, man. I'm sorry you had to do that, man. So yeah, that sucks. We
Nah,
didn't get a chance to, I mean, even link,
it's all
but
good, man. I heard your, your antagonist that day ended up going to jail for a rape or some shit like that, right?
yeah, nah, he was on one. I mean, honestly, yeah, it was kind of crazy because when he came in and was on the shit that he was on, he looked like he was just on when it wasn't right. So
Yeah.
and then
That's that demon shit. Like,
yeah,
niggas ain't there. He ain't blacked out, but he blacked out. You know?
yeah. So he's not. Yeah, he was on something, and then the guys were about to do what they're about to do, and I was like, it's my local bar. Let's not do this here. So then pretty much like once we got calmed down, one of the other dudes that was there came through and was like, yeah, he was like, listen, dog, like don't sweat that too much. You know what I mean? He a little thrown, his brother thrown. Everybody around here know, and people had some conversations, and but then you end up getting the news. I went back there to the spot yesterday, and they were like, "Yeah, man, that shit's and this boy was trying his luck, and ended up getting fucking booked." So thank you, PPD. Keep these motherfuckers off the street. So hopefully you hold these motherfuckers. So and
See, like I told you, bro. I told you a million times. I don't believe in prison or jail or anything like that. Like for real, for real. I wish they would just like hang the ball or stone him or put him out in the square and let other people get their restitution or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's people in there that'll take care of that. You know what I mean? So
I mean, that's a hope though. You can't put your faith in those people. That's why they in there.
I mean,
They're not
that's true.
faithful.
But hey, it's going to be something in there. So I mean, given the context, I think that's all I'll say. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I don't wish ill on people, but I do believe in karma. So and that's that.
I see. I see. Um, well, I want to keep this nice and bright. Because obviously there's like fucking 6 weeks of fucking notes here. Um, do you think D'Lo decided long ago I'm in the league? Fuck it.
Oh, D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah. Cause like I don't think he tries at all, bro. He just be doing shit.
I think he tries. I think generally just because his role has changed so many times through the course of his career. You know what I mean? Like, he initially got drafted to the Lakers, right?
Hmm.
Came in really high pick, and he was balling. His first couple seasons, he was nice. He was shooting threes. I mean, granted, it was a bunch of bozos on the team, which is kind of crazy because they did Kobe dirty and surrounded by him with a bunch of fucking crazy ass rookies and young boys and Nick Young, and that's how they sent Kobe off. So he was young, kind of coming up under that. But then, given the whole stuff situation when with what's the name with Nick Young and pretty much his reputation is going down in LA, they traded him to Brooklyn. Went to Brooklyn, rehabbed this shit. My nigga was an all-star. But
You talking about the snitching thing? But go ahead.
yeah, it's such a thing, yeah. So, so he gets traded to Brooklyn, works under damn, he's a Cavs coach now.
Kenny
There we go. It works in the Kenny Atkinson system. My man comes up and is actually a legit all-star. Solid. Like he's not, you know what I mean? He was everything that not everything everybody expected him to be, but he was like 24, 25 points a game, 6 assists a game. Solid dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like he could be maybe not a perennial all-star, but he would at least be a bubble all-star most seasons. But then pretty much
when he was the whole fucking team though. Like nigga, they ain't had nobody on that team, bro.
Yeah, but the Nets was but they were balling. They had Jared Allen, they had Karis LeVert. They had a little but they had a burgeoning young squad. You know what I mean? They were on their way. You know what I mean?
They had Dinwiddie yet?
Yeah, they had Dinwiddie too. Dinwiddie was there. So he was balling. He was putting up 25 points a game. So like they had just a really good system of just
they traded all them niggas for KD.
Exactly. They traded D'Lo for KD and sent them to the Warriors of all teams. And it's just like, oh, you're going to trade me?
He did just as bad in that same role as Kelly did when Kelly was in the Warriors.
But they were there the same season. So they were the fall guys for that season, actually. So
yeah,
you know, because pretty much they had him playing behind Steph and Clay. Well, that was the season Clay got hurt, so they thought they could have him and Steph on the same, you know, doing the same thing, which is just weird in itself. You know what I mean? You got two guys occupying the same space, and I'm obviously not better than that nigga. So why am I playing? What do you want me to do here? So, but they essentially made. Well, I think Kelly ended up being the fall guy for that season. But
so you think so? Long story short, because I know, I mean, the history of D'Lo is very interesting.
Yeah. Then he gets traded. Then he gets traded to Minnesota. He gets traded to LA. It's just
which he seemingly was happy about, and then he got traded to LA, and now he's in LA, and he's like underperforming. So,
well, that's the thing. He's up and down. He's up and down. He has good games. He has terrible games.
I know he's so up and down. He's Toby. So what I was gonna say is there anybody on this current roster that you would trade that nigga for?
Today, no. I like Jeremy. We got Jeremy Kane and Maxey. We don't need D'Lo. We don't need
no D'Lo, bro.
We don't need that.
How tall is D'Lo anyway?
He's maybe about 6'3", 6'4". He's just about as tall as Maxey and Jarrett. I mean, it's just, you know, you get the same guy with just less baggage. You know what I mean? But Jared, I think he's going to be better than D'Lo, quite honestly. Because D'Lo didn't start looking like this until like his second season. So
I wrote this down obviously like 6 weeks ago, but I was going to ask you if you would have rather had PG or Jimmy this season. But now we actually played them niggas, and Jimmy had like 30 and like 15 or some shit. So
yeah, it goes without saying at this point.
Yeah, so, I ain't even gotta ask that.
I'd rather have Jimmy either way, quite honestly, because we still for the most part we still don't have a.
We need a big defensive fucking forward that can turn it on.
Well, but we still need a playmaker, quite honestly. I mean, we got scorers, but we don't have no playmaking though.
Yeah, you know Maxey is actually leading our squad in assists this season at 3.8. Not fucking kidding.
So I mean, if Jimmy Butler's not anything, I mean, he is a really good point forward. You know what I mean? He does handle the ball pretty well. He does have like, you know, really good general, at least towards the end of games, quite honestly.
I forgot he does that. So he is pretty good. I forgot he does that part.
So
even without that part, he's still all right.
So I mean, that's kind of what I think we're kind of missing, especially as we start getting to the stretch of these games, and we need to hang out and like, you know, stay a little bit more with it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and just try to at least punch back. You know, I think he would probably be a little bit better for that, more so than the Paul George, who's just playing super duper cautious right now. So
yeah, I need the nigga to play cautious. I need him to fucking relax.
What's up? But
okay. Well, you got anything you want to say or anything? Because I got like one last thing I wanted to like leave off on.
I had some jokes I was trying to tell, but yeah. So I actually
he said I had some jokes.
I had some jokes. Ahead, man. I had some jokes, man. You know, I wrote a couple of jokes here. You know what I mean?
Man. Go ahead, man.
So, you know what I mean?
The stage is yours, man.
You know what I mean? So
take it.
So cue this up here. So are you doing No Nut November this year?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I do that shit every year.
I mean, voluntarily though, like, you know what I mean? Like not like, you know, not.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't think about it. It never occurred to me.
So, I mean, in light of that, because that November is still dangerous, is because we're gonna look like 20 years from now and realize that like we got rid of pretty much of just like all the insert zodiac sign and niggas that's born in like July and in August right now. We're gonna be running out of fucking Virgos and Leos and shit like that. We're gonna have a shortage. Y'all gonna wonder why.
Damn, y'all niggas been trying to fucking genocide the fucking Virgos and Leos this whole time.
Dog, what are you doing, bro? What is this?
It's always something, man. It's always a plan. I'm telling you, the devil always scheming, bro. Devil always scheming, bro. Nothing is good. Everything out here just be, seriously, they just trying to take everything, bro. They trying to take our Leos, bro.
So,
I figure Papa Leo, nigga.
Yeah?
No, nigga, I don't know. What you mean?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit. I figure, one or two. Yo, bro, I'm gonna need you to get down, dog. I understand, like, you need
that
some
nigga
love and
big
shit.
as shit, bro. That nigga big as a fucking. He weighs a ton. Nigga, you could just curl that nigga, bro.
Yo, bro, for real,
he would
dog.
love it, and he would love it.
Damn,
man.
dog.
Okay, well, this is the note I wanted to. Oh, you got any more jokes?
Yeah. So it's gotta cue it up here. So I'm gonna completely screw this one up, but this is improv hour here.
I got
you.
So we need the screen talking about improv hour, looking like Drake.
So
on Hot 97.
I know, right? Hot 106.
My nigga was like
X106.
He was like, I really said that. I really said that.
All these balls. He's gotten better. He's even gotten better too now. Now he memorized his raps before you go to freestyles now. You know what I mean? So
he's better. He's 40 years old now, man. You better get better at your craft, nigga.
So I'm saying in lieu of No Nut November, we gotta do No Nut Ass Nigga November. You know what I mean?
I like that. So who you getting out of here, bro?
So you know what I mean? Because usually like November is usually for like men's health. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be out here, you know what I mean? They start calling Movember, you know what I mean? Niggas out here rocking mustaches, like, you know what I mean? Freddie Mercury and shit like that. You know what I mean? So,
R.I.P. to GOAT.
You know what I mean? But we know what's really going on. You know what I mean? So that's just like a signal because, after seeing what your significant other probably did on Halloween, you may actually want to kick it with the guys, but that's not a solution. You know what I mean? So, you shouldn't necessarily be, how should I say this? Fucking other people that you weren't fucking prior to just because you're trying to turn a new leaf because somebody's leaf got turned over. But I digress.
Well, I mean, this is if there's a proliferation of slutty nurses, right? And Batwoman. What's a man to do?
I'm gonna be a sick ass Batman, dog.
Yep. With the herp. Sick with the
fever. Oh man, we should have
fever that don't never go away.
Ooh, that's different. You had a different context, man. Halloween got really spooky that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dark as ever.
Dark as night. Oh man! All right, cool. All right, I got through most of that. We still got to work on that one, but we there. That's cool. Thank you.
What the fuck are you practicing for, bro?
Huh?
What are you practicing for?
I mean, I've done like 8 or 9 of these throughout the pod a few times, so I just this was just the most obvious one to be honest. So.
I'm sorry. So, I thought this was like a dry run for a stand up, Lil Jon. You was about.
I mean, I got a set. I got a set I'm working on. You know what I mean? So
okay,
we're working on some sets. So
okay, definitely, I'm with that. You funny as shit, Trudge. Go ahead, do it.
So,
but damn, make me want to tell a joke.
I mean, we do it all day. I'm trying to be more intentional with it. You know what I mean? So we get up on stage. You know what I mean? And this is, you know what I mean? Honestly, I want to bomb. I just want to see. I want to bomb terribly. That's the main thing. Like, I want to bomb so bad it's funny. You know what I mean? Like, that'll probably be like the first way. Like, that's gonna be like my first attempt at at stand up. Like I want to bomb so terribly. I want to strike out so bad it looks good. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just like, yo, this nigga is funny as shit. Nah, this nigga ain't funny. It's just that the nigga just a struggle. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I think if you take the Eric Andre route, that should be achievable.
Nah,
Go
see
there
that's
and just disgust people.
Nah, see that's the thing. We already look too much alike, man. I'm already it can only be one, and I don't want to have to kill that nigga. And plus, I seen what he do. He don't die, so I'm be the one that dies. So I can't do that. So speaking of him, did you see that movie? Yeah, he was in with Lil Rose called Road Tripping.
Nah, I didn't.
Road Trip. That Jones actually pretty funny because
I might watch it. Damn.
It's him, Lil Rel, and dang. They tried to cancel her. I forgot what her name was now. The black comedian chick that was popping. That was like 3 years ago.
Oh, Tiffany Haddish.
There we go. Damn, dog. Yo, see what y'all did, dog? Why y'all do that to Tiffany, dog?
Yo, that's that Twitter, man. They got you, man. They told you to forget her, and you forgot her.
Damn, dog. Nah, they canceled her because she ain't around, man. Tiffany Haddish had the craziest run. Like, Tiffany Haddish, like...
But didn't she do the joint with the little kids in it? With, what was it, Ari Spears or whatever?
Ari Spears, yeah. I mean,
that joint came out, and that shit was like, it was cringe, but then it was like, you a woman. You supposed to see that. You supposed to have sensibilities toward those types of things.
I mean,
they had the little young boy and young girl running around with no clothes on and shit.
Yeah,
and that was a part of the sketch. It was a pedophile sketch.
Well, that was a sketch of the lesson of the sketch is watch who you be having around your kids.
Oh, you think that there was a lesson?
I mean, I would hope so. I mean, I don't think they were. Nah. All right. See, I don't think we can get to. I don't want us to get to this point to where we can't use comedy and art to tell a story and try to kind of be cautionary tales. Because I'm gonna probably say that it's more cautionary tale than more or less a how-to manual. You know what I mean? So I'm at least gonna be on that side of it. You know what I mean? So
I think it was just.
It was cringe,
shock bait,
terribly executed.
I think it was just for shock value, and I think that was a lot of comedy does rely on. I'm not an anti-comedy person at all, but I think a lot of comedy relies on shock value, and I think that they kind of abused the shock value, and they abused the children who were involved in the sketch for its shock value, for the sake of shock value.
I can say that, but contextually, they shot that back in, what was it, 2010, 2009?
You think that made it better? You think they did a generational file?
I mean, I don't know, man. Let's run the tape back to to early 2000s and shit like that. See how niggas was getting, you know what I mean? Back in 2001, I mean, we saw some man show clips that a lot of niggas, a particular nigga that's on TV right now shouldn't be on TV right now. Let's just say that. So,
talking about Jimmy Kimmel,
definitely. So, I ain't want to give him that much respect by mentioning his name. I don't get it with him, yo. I don't get it with him. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like,
give me a second. I gotta let her out the door. She bitching.
And she probably hear my cat in the background. These two up here syncing up and cycling, and he already beefing. That's funny. I thought that was actually my cat the whole time. But
okay. So even when the Man Show was on, I never liked the Man Show. I always thought it was like cringe. But I'm a man, and I mean, being raised in a different generation than today, I guess you could say. You just get used to seeing that shit and think, all right, whatever. That's just how some places are. Some people do it green, some people do it blue. You know what I'm saying? That's a comedy reference. So when Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla popped off, actually, Adam Carolla was like, he never was funny, but I guess out of the two, he was like the handsome one. So he got his opportunities and he was whack. And then Jimmy Kimmel, out of the two, he was the one that said all the shocky shit. Like, he was just the one that was just like, I don't give a fuck. So somehow that shit got accepted. I don't know. I really have no idea. It's intriguing to me that he was able to rebrand in such a way.
Yeah, because he's like your typical... Like that, like I just don't get it. I mean, I see it. I mean, I can see he has energy. I can definitely see he's definitely a guy that
he's clever.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
he's quick.
But I guess that's the question is just like, damn, like really though, is he really that guy? But I don't know. Maybe when it's all said and done, you
So
know, he'll
like
actually make an actual stand up, and we'll see what he's got. You know what I
back
mean?
in the day when it was shows like that, and I used to stay up and watch those shows. You know who I enjoyed more than any of the man show guys? I enjoyed Conan.
Conan, yeah. I
Conan
mean,
was clean.
Conan was the best, man.
Conan was clean.
Those
Conan
guys
was
always.
chill. Conan was awkward. Conan had the real weird timing and shit. Conan had those classic fucking sketches, like in the year 2000. Conan had a couple of. Conan had Andy Richter. Yeah. So I enjoyed Conan. Conan went to Harvard and shit. So, but you know they took Conan off the air. Told him they was gonna give Jay his spot. So they fired Conan.
But wasn't he supposed to? Yeah, he's
Supposed to give
supposed.
Jay his spot so they could give Jimmy Kimmel Jay's spot. And then Jay ended up not even taking his spot. Jay was like, fuck it, I'm retiring. So Jimmy Kimmel took the Tonight Show. Conan got fired. And then some old other new show replaced Conan. And then Conan ended up on TBS for a second.
Yeah, he's
Nah,
there.
nah,
I don't know
think
what
he
he's
just
doing now.
online. I think he's online now. He got a big presence online though.
Oh, he was at TBS for a minute too. He was there for 2021. All right,
Yeah.
see that. But damn,
But
yeah, because then they replaced whoever had the late show. They gave it to what? Jimmy Fallon, which he's another one. I don't get it.
no, Jimmy Fallon took fucking Jay's show. Jimmy
Yeah.
Fallon took the Tonight Show.
I mean, I do love that he brought over the Roots, but then the Roots just being a house band for TV, that was just
I ain't mad at it.
yeah.
It brings a lot of eyes to Tyreek. Like I actually see Tyreek on people's top tens now, so that's cool. And Philly, you know,
Yeah. And then
the legendary Roots crew. They wasn't called that until very recently, I believe. So you can give them that. They got their legendary status from Jimmy Fallon.
and I think Carson Daly's still out here too. I think he's doing one of those shows too.
TRN.
So
TRN.
nah,
TRN. TRN.
Carson Daly on TR calling out. You know what I mean, so nah, I think he had like it was like one of those shows last. I don't know if he's still doing it. But I know he had like the super late. He was the last guy, so that was actually interesting. But I don't know. I mean, but I don't know. But late night, I don't know. Late night talk shows are very different. But I mean, now the late night
I
talk show
remember
host
Flip
is
Wilson
fucking-
and Johnny Carson, nigga, and Milton Berle dressing up like a woman. Flip Wilson dressed up like a woman all the time too, though. But yeah, like they didn't really change. They always supposed to have been edgy because they have been for late night. But I don't know. I think Jimmy Fallon was like the death of it to me. I think.
once he came out, yeah, because it's
Yeah, because
He's
I
just
ain't
very-
even like him on SNL, bro. Like he fake as shit. He just the fakest nigga in the world. He just like Ben Stiller to me.
yeah, he's like just very happy go lucky. I could see him being on a late night show, but I feel like he's more like, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say Good Morning America, but he should be like, I feel like he should be hosting some type of like some music show, some reality TV show. You know what I mean? So
He's the white damn, I forget. He's the white Wayne Brady. That's good, right?
I can see that. I see where you're at with that one. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, he's definitely the white Wayne Brady. You know what else? I always hated. I love comedy. I always hated comedians that laugh at their own fucking jokes. I hate that shit. When a nigga drop a joke, hit the punchline, and then I fucking hate that shit. And that's who Jimmy Fallon is, essentially.
I can see that. I mean, I haven't watched that shit in so long. Thank God. I mean, but
he's
now
everywhere now though. This nigga, the ball drop, Jimmy Fallon. Christmas, Jimmy Fallon. SNL,
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon.
I mean, that's by default though. 'Cause they,
VMAs,
like
Jimmy Fallon. Grammys,
we
just
get-
Jimmy Fallon.
just getting because he gets getting pumped. I don't think anybody's asking for this. I don't think people are like, you know. But then again, I guess just
Nah,
just the
because they
name
got
itself.
what's his name now. They got Pete Davis now. So it's him and them. It's
Oh,
just
Pete
them
Davis.
niggas. Yeah.
Pete Davidson late night show. I don't necessarily know if he could actually if he has a discipline for it, but I will watch that for a week.
No, you know how like they say they play a song on the radio so much that people just learn to like it.
No, I mean it's like that with personalities. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
this the
Pete
voice.
Davidson, I think that's what they doing. Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson is a psyop.
Yeah. I mean, he's been around for a minute too. I mean, he's been in with all these guys for the longest.
Yeah,
So
definitely. He was the SNL guy.
I mean, but he's funny though. I saw his stand up.
He's
So
funny sometimes. He leans on Shaq a lot too, but I ain't mad at it. You kind of have to get any attention nowadays.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. Everybody's neurons so fried right now.
Yeah,
But
microwave jokes.
yeah, or just antics. I mean, because now you got late night for the kids now. You know what I mean? You got Kai Cenat,
That's
fucking
not for the
Aiden
kids.
Ross.
You think that's for the kids?
I mean, it's
Them
a lot of his
niggas like
audience
30
kids.
too. Them niggas 30.
Yeah, but all their audience is like it's young people. You know what I mean, like that's just a late night show for the young folks. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's because they on the platform, that platform. But it's
Yeah.
crazy. Twitch is all titties anyway. It's crazy. It's all titties and niggas like them. Screening ass niggas. Putting their life on the line.
Oh my god!
Putting their life on the line for these views.
niggas setting fucking fireworks off in their bed and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Yep.
and niggas like,
Getting twerked on by the nastiest hoes.
yeah, dog. Like, damn, dog. You want to talk about catching the STD on live TV and shit like that, bro? Just how you
Okay,
get
well,
vaginal COVID, dog? It's crazy. But
is there shots for that? Yo. So I believe the Sixers start in 15 minutes.
what time is it here? I think they start at 6, but you could be right, could be wrong. Let's see here. 6 p.m. 6 p.m.
That's gay. Okay. I'm fucking anxious, bro.
I know.
I want to see them
this
show, bro.
Nah, this is about to be quite the game, I'm really looking forward to this.
This
So I guess
James homecoming, bro.
I know, right? I can't. I didn't get. I might fuck around and run to the store, dog. I
Wow.
might get me some. I might sip on that those hardened wines, man. Drink
You
on
crazy,
a
bro.
drink on a hardened pack, man.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was thinking, do I want to? I don't know if it's Sunday. Yeah.
Do I want to patronize this nigga just to?
No, I'm
Just
definitely not about to
this
cop
nigga.
no hardened wine, bro. I'm not about to cop no hardened wine. Nah,
I'll do it. I'll do it so we don't have to do it. You know what I mean? So
Nah, he been trending over the Kobe thing. Like Kobe told him to put his money in what was it?
oh, Harden?
Yeah.
No, I didn't read that one. I mean, I know he's really big in what's the name, Call of Duty and shit like that now. Whatever. But nah, yeah, Harden, Kobe. I didn't see anything about that.
Well, basically, he was saying that Kobe told him to put his money, like 500,000 in something real early on. Body armor.
Oh,
And
word.
it ended up selling for like $8 billion. So
Shit. Hey, he was right.
yeah. I
Shit.
guess
Body armor. They even got their own Kobe drink. So they got the Mamba edition of the shit too. So
I guess he was okay fumbling that generational wealth. Shit
Who,
don't matter that much.
who fumbling the generation.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean by
Yeah.
like not taking the deal to take another deal to?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
over the course of like 3 years. Over the
I
course
mean,
of 3 years, losing out on 80% of your earnings income.
I didn't think he missed out on 80. I mean, he definitely took a haircut. He definitely should be getting paid just as much as Paul George right now.
He was about he was at this year he would have been getting paid what 50, 54 if he would have stayed in Houston.
Oh yeah, if he would have took their deal and just sat on that. I mean, but he wanted to go to Brooklyn. I mean,
And then he could have left after that. He could have signed that deal and did what Dame did.
yeah, because Brooklyn offered him a deal too. Actually, I come to think of it, because when he turned down the money, he turned on what 4 years something crazy. Yeah, you're right, 4 years something crazy, like 4 years 200. Dame deal. The Dame deal. He didn't take that. He went to Brooklyn. Brooklyn offered him a 3-year extension. Nigga asked for a trade to the Sixers, and the Sixers was like, "Oh, you thought we would give you that same bread?" Nah, no,
He took
nah.
a price cut. He gave up
He's like-
14 million.
He was like,
And
nah, dog. He's like, yo, we can't afford that.
Yeah. And then he went to the Clippers
Clippers.
for something. I don't know what he playing for this year.
Just for Paul George to come and take the money he would actually burn. So might be
That
karma
shit
on our
crazy.
part. So, but nah, I mean, but
feel like we
he's
should
doing all right
definitely
though.
give that to James.
I mean, because he's getting what 36, 30, 33, 36 this season, next season. I
He
mean,
got 2 year 33. Well, 2 year 66. That's what he ended up for.
yeah, so you got like 67 for 2 years, 69 for 2 years, which ain't bad because I honestly I don't know how much longer he's gonna play.
That's a big fumble though. Yeah, nah, but still, that's a big fumble though. Because that 4 years, if he'd have stayed in, what's the name, he would have ended up making 54.4. So basically, he would have had 216. But then, if you look at how he played out everything else, like what did he end up getting to play here? He lost money to play here, nigga.
Yeah, because he gave back what, like 10 mil to play
14
that next
million.
season. Yeah,
He gave back 14 million so he could sign PJ, dumbass. So he actually lost money to play here. So he went from making 204 for he would be up for another contract. What, next year?
Yeah. This would have probably been the last year on that deal.
This would have been the last year of that deal.
Yeah.
So he would have been up for another contract next year if he would have did that. So that would have been money after that. It probably wouldn't have been the big money, but it probably would have been exactly what he just signed this year, nigga.
Yeah, so I mean, that's true. I mean, but shit, everybody got fucked.
And he wouldn't have had the reputation as a fucking KD.
we just called it that. Now we put that on him. So, damn, that team hopper.
But hey, man, I'm happy for him. Body Armor got him right.
Called the nigga
Kobe.
Selena Powell. But
Kobe
yeah,
Kobe told this nigga, "You'll never win a championship with James Harden." Hey, look, James, I got something. I got something good for you because your career is definitely not going to pan out. Set him up for life.
I can't say it's not panned
Mamba
out.
mentality, nigga. I mean, yeah, it panned out. The nigga's a Hall of Famer, bro. I'm just saying.
So, yeah. I mean,
I'm
you're
just
not gonna be a
saying,
champion
for the sake of the joke.
I know. I mean, but Kobe definitely did just disrespect that nigga. He was like, "Yeah, I watched James Harden, man, and like, that style of play, it's not gonna win a championship, but but be smart."
Straight up said it. Straight up said it. That shit crazy. But Kobe probably said that shit to him before he said that interview, though. Knowing Kobe.
Well, let me pull this up
him
here.
Up.
Because Kobe definitely did actually going on this nigga here.
Yeah, he pulled his card.
Who was he sitting with when he did this here? Sitting next to T-Mac, yo.
What the fuck T-Mac got anything to do with this?
What he's doing right now?
I think I'm not a fan of in terms of winning championships. I don't think that style is ever going to win championships. But at the same time, you have to keep your team's head above water to win games. So you have to do what you have to do to win games. And he's doing that, right? Now, I think
So are you saying you
Kobe
don't
did
think
that
James
before.
Harden and the Rockets, as constructed, can win a title?
not with this style of play, it won't win, right? With one player dominating the ball. Now, when you have Chris Paul come back and you have more movement to the offense, where you move guys around, where you're harder to find.
And Chris
Now
Paul's back.
All right, well, we know where that went there.
Yeah.
They went the distance with Golden State. I mean,
No, that was the pinnacle. That was as high as they ever gone. Well, that was the highest James and that team will ever get. But
I mean,
it was good.
that's the worst. Yeah, I mean, you lost to the best team in NBA history. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, like, what are you gonna do?
They'll be
You know what I
remembered
mean?
like yeah. Well, I was gonna say they'll be remember how like Houston was in the '90s, but Houston got in there and got one or two.
Yeah, Houston got two. So apparently, though, Houston. I was looking at that because I was looking at the odds of the Sixers possibly winning something this season. And I'm like, man, like, what was the worst team to actually win an NBA championship? You know what I mean? Like, what was the lowest
Detroit.
seeded team to come and win one? So
Oh, lowest seeded? I don't know, but I was.
you said the worst team. You said the worst. Nah, that wasn't a bad team. 2004.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely opportunist, but I can't say that was the worst team. I mean, they
had like Ben Gordon shit.
I mean, they had what? Ben Gordon,
Yeah, Rasheed
Chauncey,
Wallace, they had
Sheet
Chauncey
Wallace. They had a deep team though. I mean, when you got 8 all-star bubble all-star niggas, and you going against Shaq
Who
and
else
Kobe
was the,
beefing.
who do they have at the 2?
Was it Rip Hamilton?
Yeah, Rip.
Yeah, so let's see here. Detroit Pistons championship 2004.
Bro, they wasn't a good team, bro. They wasn't a good team, bro.
Nah, niggas actually had a pretty good season. They could seeded pretty well. I mean, what? Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, Sheet Wallace, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, Corliss Williamson. He had left. Lindsey Hunter, he was like a stalwart, a little older, has been in the league. They had Elton Campbell and Matt Okur when he was a young ball. I mean, oddly enough, they had Darvin Ham. And then they had fucking Darko Milicic, man, which is crazy because they could have actually had Melo. If they had Melo on that team, you'd be thinking a whole different thing about them then.
I mean, they won. I can't take nothing away from them. They won, but I'm just saying, like.
But they definitely capitalized off of the Lakers just not being in sync because that Lakers team should have won a championship.
I was gonna say, did they get broken up? Did something happen for them to not win the next one or the one previous to that? Because they had the same team the next year. Did they win the next year? No.
They went against the better version of them. I mean, they went against Spurs. So
exactly, they didn't win. But so also, you know who else is ass? The Raptors, 2019 Raptors. They're fucked up. They're trash.
Should have been us, yo. Should have been
the Warriors. I'm just saying, but like they're trash. Like they won because fucking Clay and KD got injured in one game. They won because of that one shot where a nigga let a nigga walk halfway across the court. So they won. They trash. They shouldn't have won. And they had Kawhi. They was sitting there getting carried on the backs of knees that are dust. That nigga got load managed that year too, and everybody want to act like they ain't noticed.
I mean, that was that season. Don't. And I guess that's the criticism for Nick Nurse this season, right? Because
I think he played 62 games that year.
Somewhere around there. But even when Kawhi wasn't playing, niggas was looking nice. So, but they had a version in Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam,
Danny Green,
Norman Powell, Danny Green. They had
Mark
Gasol. Well, they got him halfway through the season.
Father.
They got him halfway through the season. They actually started off with Valanciunas actually. So they traded Valanciunas for Marc Gasol, which ended up being crazy.
To be Joel Embiid's father,
among other people. Can we say Jalen Brunson is Joel Embiid's father?
Why you say that?
I'm just saying.
Why you say that?
Nah, at this point,
because last year.
Yeah, my criticism of Joel at this point is that I'm going to start calling
like 41 on us, like 4 games in a row.
So every time, every person he loses to in the playoffs, I'm gonna just say that are his father, and so otherwise, you know what I mean.
So Trae Young is Joel Embiid's father?
No, that's Ben Simmons' father. Trae Young, man.
Young dismantled the whole entire. He might be the Sixers' father. He might be this year's Sixers' father because of what he did. Dismantled our whole system and had us going. Like, all right, you know what? We need to rethink everything. Trae Young did that.
Trae Young's can't. I hate to give him that credit, but he might have.
He did that.
He ain't played better ever since, but he played.
I'm gonna send that nigga a thank you letter.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that nigga some anthrax, dog.
Thank you for pulling our card. Hey, don't say that online.
I know.
Thank you for pulling our card and showing
this
us.
This is jokes for us.
Thanks for pulling our card and showing us that we wasn't worthy. We really needed that. We needed to realize that we couldn't go anywhere with Ben.
But you know what? That created that was the hero origin story for Maxey, though. You know what I mean? So
yep.
So we'll credit you for that. But otherwise, man, fuck you, Clint Capella,
and Matisse.
Matisse on Thibault for committing the foul. He's like, yeah, everybody credits Ben Simmons, and they talk about him not taking the shot, but I missed the foul shots, and I made the foul that fouled him. And I was like, man, nobody was asking for you to do none of that stuff, man.
Nigga, nobody. First off, you wasn't supposed to have a ball in your hand, nigga.
so you don't have nothing to do with this. You just happen to be there. You just an innocent bystander in this. So I mean,
role player, cuz you just a role player, bro. You played your role. Ain't nobody expect you to do nothing more than what you did. Maybe you could have finished at the rim. because your athleticism is so highly touted. But that's cool. Do he in the league yet? He out of the league yet?
He said in the league yet? Back for the second time?
Is he? No, I mean, is he? I was gonna say, is he still in the league? Rather, is he out of the league yet? Because I know I'm counting it down.
No, he's still on. He's still in Portland.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hate on him.
Getting no minutes.
I'm gonna teach my children to hate on his children.
Keeping track, making a list.
Mm-hmm. That nigga could be an accountant in fucking Omaha. I'm gonna have my son sending that nigga emails like, yo, you suck. Count better, nigga. Count higher, motherfucker.
Oh, and this guy's an asshole too. I'm looking at his 3-point averages. He's got the nerve to be shooting better now. Well, you ain't getting no minutes.
What's his splits? What's his numbers?
His regular field goal percentage is trash, but he shoots only all threes. So this year he's at 34.6, but last year he's at 38.8.
Oh, he's still below league average. Oh well, yeah, this year still early. How many are you putting up a game though?
Yeah,
like 3
per game. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3.5.
Yeah, that ain't shit. I was telling the nigga to shoot more. He be getting chased off the line too easily.
Yeah, I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with him. I mean, I guess because he doesn't really have much in the way of ball handling. He can't handle the heat, can't handle the pressure.
See, that's the thing. That's why I be pissed off because like that nigga need to get with Drew Hanlon instead of fucking taking pictures and making videos and shit. You know what I mean?
They'll never know. They'll never learn, man. They'll never learn. They even had Korkmaz trying to do that. Is Korkmaz still in the league, dog?
Nah. I was about to say he got DFA'd, but it's not even the same sport. He definitely got cut though.
Oh no, okay, no, he's still with the Nah, he's not on the end. Nah, not at all.
Cut as soon as he got traded, nigga.
Damn. They still have him listed as the as an Indiana Pacer.
That's because that's the last team he gonna play for, probably. That nigga out there with Shayok.
Shotgun Shayok.
No, Shayok was roasting us though in the Olympics, bro.
In the Olympics, yeah, Shayok, man. Shayok gonna end up getting an Olympic medal one of these years. So,
yeah.
Well, hopefully the next one.
I don't know.
He got one or two more trips.
He
got 1 or 2 more trips. You know what I mean? So
fuck around and be injured for one. Damn, that shit might be it for you.
LeBron even told niggas, he was like, "Yeah, this is the last one, dog." Steph too. Steph like, yeah, nah, y'all might have that.
Yeah, hoops is crazy. So I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to leave off on a good note. So I wanted to ask you what's your favorite quality of each of our stars here in Philadelphia are. This is just because, you know, a lot of the times we forget to appreciate what we have, and I mean, this might be, unfortunately, this might be the moment where we have to realize that we had an incredible run with Joel Embiid.
This is send off pod and shit. So
he was good to us, man. He did a lot, like as far as like bringing a lot of attention to the city, making the games entertaining, making niggas want to go to the games and shit, breaking history and shit for a center, you know, breaking history and shit for a Sixer. So shout out to my man. And I just wanted to ask you what your favorite quality about that nigga is. What's your favorite qualities about Joel Embiid? Yeah, this could be athletic or not athletic. It is what it is, man. What's your favorite qualities about one of our favorite stars of our city, Joel Embiid?
I'm gonna definitely say the showmanship. You know what I mean? The better or worse he gives the people
the wrestling shit, the fucking
all of it. The way he plays, when he hits the shot, the hands up in the air, you know what I mean? Tweeting niggas, getting that niggas online, you know what I mean? So, you know, like, but even the antics and stuff like that in the media and stuff like that, I think he understands the assignment in the game. I think he definitely
don't love that.
I mean, but you don't, but then again you do, because you know, at the end of the day, like the NBA is about storylines. And at the end of the day, and the beginning of the day, and this is the last time, the end of the day, I'm going to say the end of the day. But he's a heel. You know what I mean? So heel's going to heal. You know what I mean? You got to do your job. You know what I mean? You appreciated The Rock when he was a bad guy. You appreciated Stone Cold when they were a bad guy. And then they were bad guys so good that they became good guys. You know? I'm still hoping for that for Joel Embiid, but, you know.
Yeah,
We'll
the heel turn.
Heel turn, or at least a heel kick. You gotta give us one of the two. You know what I mean? So then again,
I think the heel might have kicked.
well, nah, he got leg dropped by Jonathan Kaminga. So that was what happened there.
That nigga, man. God damn. There's always one rowdy young motherfucker that ain't going nowhere in life, man. All right, so
But that's it. The showmanship and the sense of humor. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's ironic too, because a lot of people are complaining about like his down in the dumpsness. But I guess it is. It's kind of like I could be that way too. Like,
that's uncharacteristic right there, though. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like he's usually having fun. It's not fun, but I can imagine.
We've seen him down in the dumps. Like it'd be playoff times, and it'd be times like where it really matters, and he'll be down in the dumps for like 1 or 2 games, and you'll be like, "Damn, I hate seeing this nigga like this," and then it'll go away. But the problem is, it happens. It does happen.
Yeah, it's just that they're responding to adversity, and I think that's the big thing is that, this hero's journey arc we're hoping for Joel, because I mean, just imagine in some distant world and universe that this nigga actually wins the championship here. That shit's gonna be worth more than probably like 10 other championships of a lot of other teams, just because of the context and the story and everything that it took to get there.
Yeah.
Do I have hope that that's going to get there?
Doing a Jeff Harris administration.
Better than Kamala Harris.
That's he was funny, man. He was funny, man.
Had to get that one in. Yeah.
But okay, you want to move on to Maxey?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing. I thought we were jumping sports, but yeah.
No, I mean we could go to Hurts if you want.
Hurts. I like his yeah. I'm gonna give it to the front man. Maxey, you cannot love Maxey. I love everything about Maxey. So, I'm gonna name my shower after Maxey. That way I could just wash myself and
Maxey,
yeah, because Maxey is that guy. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's crazy. What I mean? Whatever. I want to take his skin off and be that nigga, bro.
Yo, bro, just the energy, the exuberance, the positivity, and then like that exponential growth, man. We all need that, man. He need to bottle that up, man. Sell that to us, man.
Yo,
sell us a bottle of Maxey.
Call it Maxey. Yeah, I want to drink Maxey.
Get some of that Maxey, man. I need to wash myself in that Maxey. I need to. Let me stop there before it gets even more pause. But
all right. Yeah. Maxey, everything he got, I want it. I'm with it.
But Jalen, just the poise and the patience. My bad, cut you off. Shit.
No, go ahead. I wasn't saying shit.
Nah, it's just the poise and the patience. Because for the type of shit that niggas be saying about him, for him to kind of just bounce back, still look at it, handle it maturely. Then I guess even the L's that he's taken throughout his career, like college career, even getting to here, he's actually handled them very maturely and just, I don't know, rose to the occasion. So that's just somebody I feel like is just very resilient. You know what I mean? That's the key thing I appreciate about him.
Yeah, I feel like he has a maturity beyond his years as well.
So that's what I appreciate about him. And then Bryce, just great energy and leadership, man. You don't really hear too much from him, but the way he carries himself professionally and actually he has just a certain type of aura that he carries with him that's actually just pretty cool and excellent. I mean,
yeah, it's hard to describe, isn't it? It's that he's like a superstar, bro.
Yeah,
like, I don't know what it is about him, but like everything he do is just like a level above what a regular nigga does. Like, and when I say a regular nigga, I'm talking about other superstars.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that shit is crazy. Like his swag is undeniable. Like the way he approaches his interviews, the shit he chooses to talk about. Like he shouts his kids out constantly. He's on the pulse of everything that's happening in the city with each sport. Nigga makes a point to show up to other games. You know what I mean? Although I don't think I seen the nigga at a Sixers game yet.
Nah, he was there before.
Was he?
I think around the time that he first came, they had a game where him and Wentz pulled up to the game together and shit.
Okay, bet.
They both came up there with the wives. They had their jerseys on and shit like that. They made a big thing about it. So.
Oh, what's your favorite quality about Carson Wentz?
Honestly, his patience, man.
For real.
Yeah,
He
man.
lost patience with us. That's why he requested a trade.
Yeah.
That shit ran out. So I guess they ain't. So I don't fuck with him no more.
I mean, I honestly, I did. I don't think we saw the best of Carson Wentz. I mean, but I don't think anybody else ever will that moment as well too. But
Nah, he and KC, they love that boy over there.
of course,
He love being there. He don't
of
got
course,
shit.
exactly. He's like, what? Keep Patty's seat warm, man. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely. Here go your jacket, Patty.
So,
You need your ankle tape, Patty. I know it ain't my job, but I'll do it.
should it be the case that there, that he is there? He goes from backup to actually having to fill in. I don't know how to feel about him, quite honestly. So,
Oh man, I ain't trying to wish for no injury, but damn, that would be fun to watch.
I'm just saying, like, Pat got to sit for a game or two.
That would be fun to watch. What about AJ Brown?
Just his candidness and honesty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. He does definitely display a lot
But
of candor. I think he's just a goddamn genuine ass soul. You know the nigga. You know what AJ stand for?
Nah.
Albert John.
Albert John? Okay. I thought you were about to tell me AJ. I was like, okay.
Nah, you know how these niggas be. But nah, his name, you got a name. But yeah, he's an Albert John ass nigga, like his name Albert. Like he just a nigga who just sincere. I kind of like that. I wasn't expecting you to say that. I thought you were just gonna be like, he always open, you know. But,
No, I'm trying to go. I'm looking for qualities off the field, off the court. You know what I mean? So
also, he's immensely loyal.
So
I love how loyal he is to the organization and to his quarterback.
So I think those are things like when you see people's personality and you see how it exudes in their play and how they actually carry themselves on the court or on the field or the sport. That's when you kind of realize that, oh yeah, this is something that's baked in with somebody. So that's why when I see a nigga like Ben Simmons playing, it's obvious.
So you think you could shoot better free throws than Ben Simmons? Like you think you could beat him in a free throw shooting contest?
Yes.
Even like at a fucking rec? You know he be killing it at the recs. With no cameras and shit. He be killing it.
I mean,
threes, he be pulling up. He be big as shit too. He be bulky. you know, at the recs. That's a different Ben at the recs.
That's cool.
You still got him. You still could shoot better than 65% career high.
Listen, we talking about free throws, man. We're talking about free throws.
Yeah, we talking about free throws, bro.
Free throws.
Yeah.
What I say I went 10 for 18. Not quite 60%, but I can get up there.
I'm sure with a day of practice you'll be there. Damn. Yeah.
I'm at 55% right now. So I just got to go 7% in that perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might be able to do that.
Like, I think it was real fun watching us play him again. And he says he don't mind, like, the boos and shit.
I mean,
they booed that nigga every possession, bro. Every time he had the ball, they booed him. And he was fucking up, too. He had a bunny that he missed, threw the ball right at the backboard. Didn't even hit the rim. He was right under that bitch, too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he appreciates it because that's this outside of here. Who the hell remembers who that nigga was?
Damn.
Like, you know,
damn.
Ain't nobody really checking. Nobody checking on him but the haters.
To remind niggas, but yeah, that's true. He can always depend on some attention from here. Look at us talking about him. You think they talking about him in Brooklyn right now? Nah.
Not at all.
Damn.
It's like that. It's like that part in your that point in your career where you're like either you're like a comedian or an actor, and like pretty much like all the good favor and love is kind of dwindled down. But the only thing you really got is your haters. So you just start leading into those niggas and antagonizing them, and just hopefully you get enough traction from the polarization to make some shit happen. Yep. So you either crash out or you crash out. But
damn, that's a beautiful hero arc. Yeah, I think Ben's doing good where he is. I'm actually happy for him. I don't know if he'll be in the league next year, but I say that about a lot of people, and they still cease to amaze me.
Nah, he'll be in the league. I think he gets traded. I think he gets traded this season. Quite honestly.
Yeah,
So
he gonna go reunite with Toby.
and that'd be hilarious.
I mean, I can't see him being on a real team, right? It got to be like a Detroit or like a Charlotte or something like that. But
It's got to be one of those teams. I mean, unless he comes over with like a young player to do something. But I figure he would just be like a salary dump or a cap move or something for somebody because I think this is the last year of his deal. So you know, if you were going to see the Ben Simmons of old or at least some approximation, you probably need to see it before February because it's a contract year. So you might just be right about him not being in the league no more.
and you see how all of these big men have been devalued since this what do they call it, the second
The CBA, yeah, CBA second apron, John,
yeah, like skirt skirt.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Close
but
enough.
like the way that like all of these people's contracts have been devalued, like a lot of niggas that I thought would be making some bread right now are making shit. So I think that shit is going to reflect on him too.
Definitely. I mean, essentially he's going to be a high level role player. But the only role players that really get paid are the niggas that actually won championships. So, if you look at Bruce Brown, he got like 25 a season. You look at KCP, he got some bread, but he won championships with two teams. You know what I mean? So, he on his way to try to be the next 3 rings. So
Yeah.
But looking at Orlando, shit, we played this nigga Franz Wagner, man. Sheesh.
Damn. Both of them boys look good.
Yeah.
But Franz had like a quiet 30. I'm like, what the fuck? How is he their leading scorer? Yeah.
On the
He's
low.
killing us.
And
He's killing us.
Paulo's hurt. That's a crazy thing. So
I know. They a team. They a real team.
So, but those type of guys, those role player guys, they not to say far and few between, but they get taken care of. I mean, that's why PJ got that bread out of us because, he won that chip. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he is integral to getting that chip. I mean, he should.
Because James paid him.
Well, James paid him too, but he even got paid from Miami. Miami took care of him. So
Yeah.
I mean, that was in line with what he was already getting. So
Yeah,
I mean, if, in fact, he took a little less to come here. So it's just this cap game is just definitely something different.
Well, in lieu of how we've been looking so far this season, I guess we both called like 50 games early on.
Yeah, I'm about to scale that back.
Let's readjust. So what are we thinking right now, man? I see the clock, by the way.
I mean, maybe 40, 42.
Yeah, you being generous, G.
Hey, listen, we got to at least get the 500, dog. I don't care. I don't care what y'all got to do, y'all. Y'all got to get the 500, dog.
We're not gonna get the 500, bro. We gonna win 38 games, bro.
That's crazy.
How is that crazy? We fucking 2-12, bro. You know how many games we gotta win to get to 40? You know what kind of run we gotta go on to get to 40?
How many games left?
Well, 82 minus 14, 68. We about to drop this tonight.
Nah, I think we're
About to
taking
drop
this
the
one
next
tonight. We're taking this one tonight. We got this
You sound
because
real
they
confident.
got a
I
couple
like that.
people out. I think Norman Powell's out, so
It's
they gotta
gonna be
cut.
more than that.
Listen,
got a couple
we
people out too, bro.
got to take what we can get, man.
We got a couple people out too, bro. Yeah, I don't know who actually, like, realistically, is everybody playing tonight?
I had pulled up our injury report actually. Yeah, so as far as injury report goes, we are missing. Well, I just only picked it up for us. So Embiid, Paul, and Kyle are out. So
Wow. Yeah,
That's
we're
all
gonna
we're
drop
dealing with.
this. We're gonna drop this game.
I got hope in y'all. I got hope in you boys. Y'all better win this damn game.
All right, we gonna see. We only got a couple more minutes to see. So,
All
all right, bro.
right, bro. I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Remember, like, share, subscribe, share this with your friends. And as always,
Let's make medicine.